All right. Well, it is 11:30, and we like to start on time here at the chamber, so we're going to go ahead and get started. We want to welcome everybody. We will keep this as brief as possible and have some time for questions for you guys at the end. I am Peggy Emerson. I'm the new chamber president. Melissa, I think we forgot to say all those exciting things this morning, so I'm just going to introduce myself today. And I am very excited for my first Career Fest up here on April 20th. So the purpose of this time is just to make sure everybody's got the logistics. Everything that you see on the screen, everything we talk about today, we will be emailing out either by the end of the day today or tomorrow to everybody so that you get a copy of that. So don't worry about writing down every single thing that we say. You'll get most of that stuff as we progress. And I just wanted to share a little bit about the purpose of CareerFest. The purpose is twofold, of course. It's for you guys to connect with amazing future workforce. But it's also for our students here at Fairfield High School to really have a chance to see what kind of careers, jobs are available right here near home. We want the great students at Fairfield High School to stay here if that's the best place for them and know what opportunities are available. So something like this can really get thinking about things that you never have even heard of. And that's one of my favorite things about my job is finding out all the weird things that companies make and do, and there's always something really cool. So I'm going to let Kaylin, you know, you're with the city of Fairfield, just say hello.
I'm Nathaniel Kalin with the city. Really excited about everyone participating in Fairfield CareerFest this year, our second year. We had very good feedback last year from companies and from students, and so we look forward to it again. And
Melissa O'Brien.
Hi, I'm Missy. I'm from Ohio Means Jobs. Looking forward to that.
You're going to hear more from them in a second. We're going to show a video, and I have been having problems with getting the sound to work on this video, but the good news is it's just music. So this is just sort of a chance for you. If you were not at CareerFest last year, it's kind of a chance for you to see sort of how the setup is, because as we know, a picture is worth 1,000 words and a video is worth about 10 million words. So I'm going to share my screen real quick here and run some PowerPoint things in this video. So if you can't hear it, don't worry, there's nobody talking on it. It's just music. I will relax and not stress that is not audio. If you can hear it, give me a thumbs up. That would be really exciting. Right. So I could have sung the little song. I've listened to it enough that I probably could have sung that for you if you couldn't hear it. But so we're going to go over some general logistics. I'm going to turn this over to Missy and Nathaniel to kind of share a little bit about the more general things at CareerFest, and then we'll get into some things like setup information and just a little bit. So Missy, take it away.
Excellent. Thanks, Peggy. This is a big opportunity. There are 1,500 juniors and seniors at Fairfield High School, and we will see all of them throughout the day because it's not sort of set up as an optional thing where we just put it on the intercom and invite students to come down. Students come down through their English classes typically. So whatever period a student has during the day for English, they would come through the session. There are, just like all of you have been in school, there's multiple periods each day. Most of them are about 40 minutes. They're a little bit longer, but it takes that long for students to get to the arena, get their bag and passport and start to see exhibits. And then there's a few minutes for them to get back to their classroom and get on to the next period. Over lunch, it gets a little more chaotic. There's some kind of half split periods when students are coming and going at different times, going into lunch sessions. And so, being there last year, it was a little hard to follow during lunch, where, the first 4 periods of the day or so, a group comes, the periods go fairly fast, even though they're with you for 40 minutes, the students use that full time. Then you get a few minutes break, then the next wave. But over lunch, they're just kind of continuing to come in small bunches. But it's overall a little bit less crowded during that lunch hour, or it's actually a couple hours. As I mentioned, students really maximized this time last year, meaning we didn't see a lot of them sitting on the bleachers, or, they walked around the whole 40 minutes. They had sessions, they were engaged. So we hope to see that same level of engagement this year. We do have Wi-Fi that's available. We'll give you the login and password. And then also there'll be someone from the school's IT department kind of walking around the first hour of the morning. So if you have a hard time connecting, they'll help you get set up and go in there. So we're all prepared from that standpoint. So I think that's all we wanted to address with this slide, right, Peggy?
Right, and then just so the paperwork that we will be sending out actually has the Wi-Fi information and connection on it. So if you bring that with you that day, and I think we'll have it there as well, but you'll be able to get yourself set up and then just if you need help from the folks. So that's that. Well, just if you have any questions, just kind of hold them and we'll kind of take questions at the end unless it's something really specific. So one of the things that we was seeing last year was some booths got a lot of interaction, some tables got a little less interaction. So I experience in training and working with kids. So I'm going to go over a few things that can really improve your interactions at an event like this. So first of all, a demonstration is so important. I think last year, Missy and Nathaniel were telling us that the students were able to step into the booths, like with the fire department, and pull up the fire student and things like that. And they were very engaged with things like that. So any kind of piece of things that you make, if you make something, a video that kids can catch their eye, any kind of demonstration. I was Missy in the early morning session that I used to work for a while at a company in Fairfield that made big screens for cars and vehicles, and they actually had them around the office as planters and different things. They were colored, wild colored screens for different cars, and something like that is just unusual for the kids to look at it. They may not even recognize what it is right away. So anything that you can do that's a demo of what you do, or something tangible for the kids to put their hands on, that's really going to improve your interaction. Another thing that always improves interactions at booths like this are giveaways, like candy, swag, any kind of thing like that you have. The kids will be getting a bag, and that is from Cincinnati State, right? That they know the bag are coming from Cincinnati State. So they will walk around and it'll be like trick or treat, and they will get candy and different things at different places. So you don't have to worry about how they're going to carry anything. They'll have that. And the last thing that I want to kind of go over is something called open-ended questions. And it's something for you to think about as you talk to students. So what are open-ended questions? And they are a question that really requires someone to think and reflect before they answer you. And the other part of this is they are focused on the answerer, not the asker. A classic case of a really bad question, I think, for you guys to ask would be, do you know what we do? Because then the focus is on you and not the student. So you really want to think about those questions. And another, some other things that you can do when you're asking these questions, and I keep laughing because the video and the pictures, everyone's behind their table. But a great way to get better interaction is actually be in front of your table and talk to the students face to face rather than with the barrier of the table, or especially if you have a big display. Don't hide behind your display. And after the morning session, Missy, I was just thinking about, and I'm guilty of it too. Oh, well, in the break times, I'm going to get some work done. So I'm going to bring my laptop, or I'm going to be checking emails on my phone. and you are exhibiting to the kids that you were somewhere else and not with them. So anytime that you show that we are going to need to check our phones at some point during the day and check email and things like that, the crises that arise. Try to really look people in the eye, engage, and don't just be waiting for someone to engage you at your table. So open-ended questions, they really begin with describe or tell me about, or what do you think about? Some question you might want to ask is like, tell me about your work experience so far. So you're asking the student to tell you, not quizzing them on, something like, what do you know about business? How much do you like springs? Or I don't know, do you want to be a fireman? So tell me about your work experience. And if they say, I don't have any work experience, I haven't had a job yet, the answer might be, well, have you ever babysat? Have you mowed lawns? Have you worked at your church with different things? There's a lot of ways to draw that out, get kids to start thinking about the things that they like to do. And that really will be a positive influence in their career. When they give you an answer, follow-up questions start with why and how. So, well, why did you go to McDonald's and work? Or how have you grown while you worked in fast food or something like that? So asking those why and how questions are really great follow-ups to get that conversation and interaction going. And so that is sort of my 3 minutes or 4 minutes on open-ended questions. And I think that they really do improve your interaction when you can ask questions like that. All right, so we are going to go to set up back to Nathaniel and Melissa about how we're doing it is a little different than last year. So go through that.
All right, maybe I'll start and Missy jump in for what I miss. Our high school is located on Holden Boulevard, which is right off of Route 4 if you haven't been there before. We're going to be asking folks both days to come in door number 8, which is in the rear of the high school, kind of between the academic building and the gymnasium arena area, right behind the freshman school. So it is labeled. If you come in the front traffic light off of Holden, you kind of circle around the building to find it. And we'll send this map out with the materials so you can navigate around. And you would park in that kind of long parking lot where it's labeled parking door 8 on the slide. On Wednesday, April 19th is an opportunity for you to come and set up your table in advance. This isn't required, but it is helpful because that first group of kids is going to start showing up like 8:02, 8:03 on the 20th. And we did have a few folks who were setting up their table during first period, last year, and that worked. But you're missing some kids if you're not set up when we first opened for business. So it's recommended to come between 3 and 5, set up your table. We should have all the tables set up by 3 o'clock because the school will be using the gym earlier in that day. There's a group of custodians who come in, they put down mats, they set the tables up, they run extension cords. And so we will try to have that all done by 3. If you show up much earlier than that at 2:45 before then, you're going to find us probably still at work with it. So 3 to 5 is the good window to shoot for. And you can leave things there.
I think there's also a traffic issue. If you show up before 3, you're going to be trying to swim upstream with students leaving the school too. So
that's right. Yeah. If you've ever been in that area between 2 and 3, there's a lot of traffic. So if you show up at that point, you can, put your tablecloth out, put your exhibits out, brochures, those kind of things. You can store things under the table and be all ready to go for the next day. The next day, we recommend that folks show up between 7:30 and 7:45. Even if you're all set up, there is a process. We need everyone to sign in, and this is related to school security, fairly understandable. So during the day, as you have folks coming and going, they'll need to sign in and sign out, and you'll have a badge with a number on it that you'll need to wear. And this is so that the school district can track who's coming in and out of the building. Unfortunately, that's what we need to do these days, but we'll try to make that as efficient as possible so it's not an inconvenience. So again, set up the afternoon before, and then you'll be all ready to go. Quickly sign in on the 20th and hit the ground running at 8 a.m.
I do, as a person, Nathaniel, I want to throw in there, as a person who never carries my ID unless I think I'm going to need to show it. I mean, I would never bring my person to a thing like this. I think that we will need to check IDs, so don't assume that we know who you are, and please do bring that in, even if you run it back out to your car later. Just count on needing, the school, I think, needs us to verify who those people are. So if we have a volunteer who doesn't know who you are, just be prepared to throw that ID up in front. And then, Missy, you had addressed the ending time this morning. I thought you wanted to say a few words about that, about the end of the day.
You want me to?
Yes.
Sure. So our event ends at 2:30. We do ask that you stay for the whole event. We don't want to shortchange the kids at the end of the day who are the last period who come down to see us. So please make sure that you stay until, the end when the kids leave. And then you guys are more than welcome to pack up. And then again, we'll be there to help you with the volunteers and stuff, load up and exit the building with the belongings that you brought.
I think I had put this on there about, we'll let you know if this changes, but we did get all this confirmed late yesterday from the school. So I think we're set on everything, but if there's a change, we'll let you know. Next up, passport. Missy, you want to take that one?
Yep. So if you were here last year, we did a passport. What it is, it's got 9 different blocks in it. It's got all the industry sectors that are going to be represented there. So your business will be placed in that industry sector. On your table on Thursday morning, you'll have a stamp that will ask you to stamp your block. So when a student comes up to talk to you and you talk about your business and what you guys have going on, feel free to stamp that passport for them. You can see they have to get 9 of them. All of our companies that have donated door prizes, this is what your door prize goes to. After every period, we pull that many door prizes that we have. And then we give them to the counselors at the end of the day. And then the kids get their door prize either Friday or later on in that day. The free space can be anything. So if you're in the finance sector and their finance square is already filled, please feel free to do the free space. Or any, manufacturing, whatever you are, if they need a free space, they can do it. The free space can also be used for educational providers. So we have several educational providers and trade schools that are coming to talk about some opportunities for the students as well.
I get to talk about all the fun stuff. So I get to talk about the hospitality room. So the Indian room, which was also the hospitality room last year, if you were there, which everyone assures me is an easy place to find from the arena, that's where we'll have our hospitality room. So in the morning, we will have breakfast items, coffee. I am not a coffee drinker, so I will guarantee you that there will be hot water there if you drink tea as well. So we'll have some things at breakfast. I just ordered muffins and donut holes this morning to get all of that. We'll have some other snacks available for you throughout the day. Water, not water, bottled. And then about 11:30 or so, we'll bring around lunch to those who need us to bring it around, and there'll also be boxed lunches available in the Indian room if you want to come and sit down. But some of you are by yourselves at your table, and it's not easy to get away. So just flag down one of our folks and make sure that you are get a lunch delivered to you. I think we have covered everything that we need to cover, and it is time for any questions and answers for probably Nathaniel and Melissa, because more than likely they're going to have the answers for you. So does anybody have any questions that would like to throw out at us?
Fairfield Township Police, where are the sides of the tables?
They are 8-foot long tables, just a standard size. So if somebody needs 2, let us know. We can see if we can accommodate that.
Thank you.
I have a quick question. So you talked a little bit about free space. Can you just speak a little bit more about that, what that is? And is there like an opportunity to sign up for it, or how does it work?
So that's actually on the passport. So that's the students will bring around, and they have to talk to 9 different industry sectors, or not 9 different people, and some of them are multiple industry sectors. What we want to do is we want the students to engage with the companies that are there. Okay, so they'll get this piece of paper. It looks just like this. That's up on your screen. They'll get that when they walk into the gym. So they have to visit 4 manufacturers and talk to them. They have to visit a finance table, a healthcare table, a public service table, and then we have a general table. And then there's the free space. So it can be any person that they talk to. So like if they come and talk to you, you could sign in the free space. But if they talk to Mercy Health and like a nursing home, the nursing home could sign in the free space if Mercy took healthcare. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Perfect.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anybody else? Now is your chance. We will, like I said, be sending out everything you just saw on your screen with the and more with the schedule for the day, other things, the map, all of that will be coming out to you guys, and the emails that I have for your registrations within, like I said, either today or tomorrow. We'll send you a copy of the passport, some other things like that, just a little packet of digital information. And then Melissa, when they arrive on their tables, we'll have a sign for each table that has their company name, what sort of the area that they are supposed to be in, and some other information right there on their table as well, correct?
Yeah, so your company name will be on your table. We'll also have volunteers that are there that have the map that'll be able to tell everybody kind of where you're going. And then also, as Nathaniel had said earlier, we'll have the Wi-Fi username and password on that same piece of paper for you. So you have everything right there on your table.
Okay. Well, with that, we've done a few minutes early, so you can go to lunch early, and you guys have a wonderful day. Can't wait to see you either on the 19th or if you are brave and have the fastest setup in the world on the 20th. So
Thank you for participating.
Everybody. Have a great day. Nathaniel and Melissa, can you guys stay on for just a second?
Thank you.
Thank you.